Damn, it was fucking hot in here. Why did I press the record button before it? No, screw it. No, wait, no, I can't swear in the first 15 seconds or YouTube loses their crap. God dang it. Our story would start immediately after the Cell games. Gohan is sitting at home, getting some rest, catching up on all the studies he's missed due to his injuries. While there, he sees his pregnant mother and a phrase fills his mind. Goku tells Gohan to watch his mother for him. And it sinks in deeper. He's already been thinking about it, but his dad's death was his fault. If he was stronger, if he wasn't arrogant or a coward, if he was one of so many different things, his dad would still be alive. He remembered back to Trunks telling him about his future self. He was strong, dedicated, protector of the peace. He died a hero because there was no better fate for him. There was no other fate for him. It was just him for the longest time. And now, just like his future self, he's really the last one. Sure, there's Vegeta and Piccolo, but their power doesn't compare to Gohan's. And he knows that. A little bit arrogant, but he knows that. Thus, he made a decision. Gohan leaves the house and arrives at Piccolo. Piccolo is happy to see Gohan, of course, and he already knows, or has an idea at least, why Gohan's there. Gohan would explain to Piccolo that he wants to start training under him again. Piccolo accepts his offer, and the two would begin training. Whether this was good or bad, however, would be later discovered. Gohan starts training with Piccolo, and in fact he trains so much it becomes concerning. A year after the Cell games, Gohan realized that Piccolo just isn't cutting it. So he flies off to see Vegeta. Vegeta is obviously training in the time chamber when Gohan asks to train. Gohan convinces him to do it somehow, saying that it's the next best thing to beating Goku. Vegeta is much harsher and intense than Piccolo. However, Gohan helps Vegeta learn Super Saiyan 2 faster, but even with this, by the 5-year mark, Gohan gets to a point where Vegeta isn't worth it. He's actively slowing him down. Because Gohan gets to a point where he can keep up with him as a Super Saiyan. Now, I'm not saying he can beat Super Saiyan Vegeta, I'm not saying that at all. But the fact he can keep up at all is quite insulting as is. So, Gohan stops training with Vegeta as well, trying to find a more secluded training style. He starts to train Goten at an early age, becoming a Super Saiyan at the age of 5. However, something comes up. Chi-Chi tries to offer Gohan the chance to go to high school, but he refuses. When his mother argues with him, Gohan instead flies off, refusing to do so. He wants to stay at Bulma's, but Vegeta's there and he'd be slowing down Gohan's training, which is what he's focusing on. So instead, he flies to Roshi. However, since Krillin is already there, he doesn't want to be a burden and flies off to the lookout where he would train. The only time he'd leave is for food. Goten would use the Nimbus to meet Gohan somewhere where they'd train. This would continue for the last 2 years of time skip. Hey there! I just wanted to remind everyone here that down below there is the Discord, I have a Patreon, and I have another YouTube channel where I do some gaming stuff. Mostly Minecraft. Well, I say mostly Minecraft. Minecraft are my most popular series, but I do things over there. So, if you'd like to come hang out sometime, just go over there. I'm just saying, it's a good idea. Anyway, catch you later. Gohan was training on the lookout one day when his father contacted him, informing him that he was going to be showing up for the Budokai Tenkaichi. Gohan was wearing a gi very similar to his father's. It made him feel like he was properly in the role. It apparently was something that his future self thought as well. That made him respect him. Gohan is ecstatic to hear his father's coming back and goes off to tell everyone about it. Chi-Chi was the hardest to tell, however, given that they haven't talked for a while. But since Goku was coming back to life, she had to accept that her sons, plural, were changing closer to their father. Chi-Chi would accept that Gohan just wasn't going to go to school. However, after that conversation, she wants him to stay at home, and after the tournament, they want to discuss job. At the bare minimum, his son's not going to be a deadbeat like her father. She at least wanted him to help her single mother around the house with his little brother. Gohan agreed to it, and even trained Gohan. Trained Goten even harder. It should be noted, however, that Vegeta has known Trunks has been a Super Saiyan for a while. Due to Gohan's training, Goten, and by extension Trunks, learned Super Saiyan even earlier than the canon, as I mentioned earlier. The day comes around, and the group arrives at the tournament. It should be noted that Gohan is not in his Great Saiyaman outfit, as he never went through that phase. Aside, tournament setup goes the same as before, up until Videl, that is. Gohan doesn't know Videl, but he's disgusted and enraged at the fight. So despite possibly being disqualified, he zooms in, and right as Spopovich is about to slam his foot into Videl's skull, he gets punched into a wall. Everyone is in shock and in disbelief. Spopovich gets up shakily, which shocks Gohan. How is that even possible? He punched him pretty darn hard. Suddenly, Yamu jumps out. Gohan notices, but his body freezes for some reason. But right before the needle could hit him, his aura explodes in a golden light as he turns to a Super Saiyan. He disappears and gut punches Spopovich so hard he coughs up blood. Then disappears again, reappearing behind Yamu and backhanding his jaw, sending him flying and breaking the stand. Or at the very least, he'll need surgery for that jaw. The crowd is in shock and awe, so much for keeping the whole Super Saiyan thing a secret. He turns back to normal, picks up Videl, and brings her to the infirmary. She's still pretty beat up, but not as bad as she was before. When Gohan gets back, everyone is scolding him, including the Kai. Gohan argues that he couldn't just let that brutality go unpunished. It was uncalled for. Even if he's disqualified, he did the right thing. But the Supreme Kai then decides to inform them of his, let's be honest, stupid fucking plan. And Gohan is genuinely happy he didn't agree, because it's such a stupid plan. They were going to use him as not only bait, but a battery? Gohan doesn't care if he's a god, he ain't having that. Slap Supreme Kai upside the head for this. Rather than that stupid plan, they decide to just interrogate Yamu and Spopovich while the tournament goes on. I could go over the tournament, but I feel it's rather unimportant to the story and it really won't change much. It should be noted though that Videl will remember Gohan. During the interrogation, the two suddenly explode. With that option out of the way, they rely on Dende since he has his all-seeing arts. And that's how they find Babaji's spaceship in this one. From there, things happen the same as canon up until the Bora. Gohan does have the back foot in his base form, but it's not nearly as bad as in canon. In fact, Goku and Vegeta are quite shocked at Gohan's base power alone. And when Gohan realizes he's going to lose, he turns into a Super Saiyan, eclipsing everyone in power. He then quite easily disposes of the Bora. Now, I know this is, well, quite a boring way to describe a fight, but you have to understand, as you can see on the screen, Gohan is a Super Saiyan, not a Super Saiyan 2, a normal Super Saiyan, is stronger than Goku at max power. This fight is a slaughter. And with that, Buzaka just doesn't happen. Again. Honestly, I'm starting to sound like Salad Saiyan up in here, but realistically speaking, the Buu Saga would never happen. Period. So, I can't really be put at the fault here. That makes no sense. But, with all that out of the way, Goku and Vegeta have their match. And then Goku and Gohan have a match. Goten probably also does as well, since Goten is quite goated in this what if. We'll see that in the future. But Super Saiyan Gohan is stronger than Goku, so we know who wins that fight. However, Goku does notice something about Gohan that he doesn't remember. Gohan is really stressed, and it's a lot more aggressive than before. Generally angry. Gohan reveals that for the last 7 years, he's been trying to live up to his image of Goku, the world's protector. All this time is devoted to training, more or less. Goku puts his hand on his son's shoulder and tells him, no, he should be the world's protector, yes, but he should also be his own man. He can't beat Goku, and if he isn't being himself, he'll never reach his own full potential. Gohan takes this to heart and decides to live his life as his own man. And the first thing he does is discuss school with his mother. And with that, we're going to end it here. I tried to play in the whole mentality of Gohan, and what the mentality Gohan would have, the mental scarring, the PTSD, and just that being the catalyst for his training, rather than Gohan just saying, I'm going to start studying, or I'm going to balance my studying and training life, the thing no one taught him how to do. Now, this Gohan is stronger than Ultimate Gohan, but remember that Gohan's potential not only grows as he ages, it grows as he trains. But that aside, thank you for watching. I'm SNDBCX. Please remember to like and subscribe. Apparently they light up when I say that. I'll see you later. I'm sorry that the end of this video got lazy. However, I'm not recording these last few paragraphs again, and I completely forgot to stop and make them their own audio file. So, sorry about that, but I'll catch you on it later. Tell me if you think this What If I'm doing better than normal. And, yeah, see you for real this time.